Well, good morning guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the first day on this camper van conversion. Today's video, you've seen them all on eBay, on YouTube, cleaning all out and all the rest of it. I'm not going to bore you with that, but what I'm going to show you is the process I go through of stripping and prepping a van in readiness for the conversion. Now this one is quite clean inside, but it will need a clean wipe over. I'm not going to bore you with that, but I'm going to show you all the stuff that we'll find hidden behind these panels. It's just going to be poor insulation, another police paraphernalia, obviously all decommissioned. So that's what we're going to do today. Gives about 15 minutes of your time, and then we'll start this build together. Okay guys, I had a bit of a cut up with the sound quality. As you can see, I've got a cup of coffee in my hand here. I'm still learning about the microphone, so this is kind of a voiceover, so just trying to briefly explain what I'm doing. It's quite explanatory really. I always use a foam pad on my knees because when you get in your late teens, your knees starting to knack. And I've got a piss bucket in the corner there, and all the screws that are coming off, I just clicked all the screws so I'm not kneeling on them and not rolling all over the place, going out of the car park and getting punctures. So my plan of attack here is I'm just taking all the panels off that come with this van. Most of them, if not all of them, I probably won't use again. So I'm just doing one side at a time, seeing what it reveals, just weighing the job up really, and I'll probably spend an hour or so. Obviously we're going to condense it down, speed it up because you'll be that bored with it. Just take these panels off. These panels are like composite panels, I can't really use them again, so I just took them one side. As you can see, there's insulation, but I'm going to renew all insulation. Now, I don't know how old that is, so I'm just going to chuck it in the bin. So that's what I'll do on both sides. What I found is when you take these panels off, this yellow panel here is kind of a soft panel. You know, when you get in and out the van and it kind of whacks your head. So that's some kind of safety panel there, but I'm not going to use it against a big lumpy thing. So I'm just going through the process of just stripping everything off, see what I can, what I can't use, see what I can upcycle, what can go in the bin, what have you. And I'll just go through the process of taking all the panels off. Now what I'm finding as I'm going around with being an ex-police van, there's just stacks of additional wiring. You know, and it's had the aerials on the roof, the sirens and all sorts of other stuff that I don't really know. Fans on the roof there, it's had the Naughty Boy cage in the back. So ceiling lights there, I probably won't use them because I've got some new stuff to go in. So obviously the plan of attack is to sell the van. So a lot of stuff has to be new really. So yeah, insulation out that side. I'm just cleaning out the gutters, see what hidden treasure I find. The beauty about being an ex-police van, it hasn't been a builder's van, so it's pretty clean inside. So I'm just bringing in there. I mean, that's all the cables. All these are all additional cables. There's just stacks of wiring. Right, battery recharged. Tea's been drunk. Just an update. I've got the mic a bit closer now because I went over the first half of this video and the sound quality wasn't the best, so hopefully the editorial team can work the magic on that. But I'm going to show you now what I've took out and where I am, and then we'll probably call it a day on that. So, you know, I don't want to go on and on and on, so I'll spin you around. So this is what we've taken out from the ceiling. If you can imagine that, you know, you're standing in the van looking up. So that's the roof panel. There's the two sides. They're like a composite plastic. Big yellow strip there's the thing you bash your head on the side door. And that's kind of, I'll just walk across here, it makes no difference now. That's the bulkhead above the cab. I don't know what that's been used for, but it's pretty dirty like. I mean, look at the nuts and bolts. All this. Brackets, various. So anyway, that's all the roof section. Panels taken out of a decommissioned police van. So I'm going to go inside and I'll show you where we are. So that's where we are. I mean, it looks a mess at the moment, but you've got to crack a few eggs. There's just a mass of wires hanging from various bits and bobs I've had in there, you know, the sirens, the lights. So I'm not going to bore you, I'm going to nibble through them. The flooring's been a bit of a pain in the arse to get up. It's like an aluminium sandwich floor kind of thing. I've took all these runners out there, I'm kind of pointing with my feet, hoping that it reveals screws so I could just unscrew it and lift off the floor, but it's proven a bit pain in the arse, so I'm not going to bore you with that process. But yeah, it's quite dirty, dark and dingy up there, but I'm going to nibble at all these wires. I mean, look at this thing here, there's just loads of it, so I need to get my head around that. I'm going to clean all this off, but that's where we are on day one of this little camper van build. I'm going to try and upload its progress on a weekly basis. 15-20 minutes showing where I am, but this is the worst part, but it's got to be done. Good prep, good prize. Be good, be safe. I'll see you on the next day on this camper van build.